Okay, my name is Ryan. I'm a plumbing tech with Andrews Plumbing, and we just want to give you a couple quick tips on where to find your water shut-off in the event that you have an emergency. There's going to be two styles of water shut-off. You're going to have a well tank system, or you're going to have a city water system. For the city water, you're going to be down in your basement or crawl space. Try to ignore the spiders and look for a pipe that's coming through the wall. It should have a water meter on it with a small wire that's coming to it, and on that, you're gonna either have on each side a gate valve or a ball valve. Either way, if you look at the ball valve, which will have a single handle, it's gonna show you how to turn it on or off, usually written on that handle. If you have a gate valve, it's just gonna be about that big. You're gonna grab it, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Righty-tighty is gonna shut it off. If you're on a well system, you're gonna be looking, same thing in your crawl space or your basement, for a blue or steel tank, sometimes gray, and it's going to have wires coming off the front where you're going to look for that gate valve or ball valve and shut that off. The same thing on a well though is you'll have a breaker for it that you can shut off at your panel that hopefully, if the electrician was doing things properly, you could shut off that breaker that's labeled. Okay, so for those of you on a well system, this is a basic idea of what your well tank's going to look like. This is the tank itself. These are the wires we were talking about. And right here is a blue handled valve, and it does say on this way, off that way. You just go till it's like that and it'll be off. At the same time, this is the system that we did state that if you go check your breaker panel, you may have a breaker that says well that you can also flip off, that hopefully is either in the house or away from the water. That will also shut the water off here. Okay, so for those of you that are on city water, we talked about your water meter. The water meter is going to look like this, and in general, they're going to look something like this. You're going to come here, usually you're going to have a pipe coming out of a wall, or in this case, it's coming out of the floor. And you see here, there's an arrow showing you the direction the water flows on almost all meters. You're just going to put your hand on that valve. Again, it's going to tell you off or on. It says pull this way for off, and your water's off and your leak hopefully stopped. Now, keep in mind, even after you shut a valve off, you may still have a little bit of water coming from wherever it's leaking, but eventually it will stop and you should be okay. Those are a couple quick tips on how to get the water off in the event of a water whoopsie. And if you need anything or have any issues, please feel free to give us a call and we'll quickly come out, give you a smile, and give you the proper service needed to take care of your problem.